So guys, we are here again, and since I restarted ZBrush, I don't have the spotlight anymore. So let's go to import, and we go to stylized cyberpunk character, we choose this one, we go again to texture, press it, so it goes here, and then add to spotlight. And then of course, since I haven't gone into Photoshop to fix the black, we have to find the contrast and just click it and then go like this. Click it and just kind of move and it will turn, everything will be the best. So, alright, let's put her here. By the way, now she doesn't look good. In my opinion, it's like this, yeah. Let's go to brush. Every time we put the spotlight here, we go to brush, samples, spotlight projection off. So we can work with our brushes. So she doesn't look good because probably she looks a little bit like a boy, girl or something. She doesn't have breasts. And she also doesn't have fingers, which, by the way, fingers, you say, fingers. But they pretty much add to the character and make it look good. So, for the arms, by the way, we have to continue. Those arms doesn't look good that much. I will move this a bit, make it more thinner. This will be like a parallel lines, this and this, from top view. And here it's almost gonna be parallel again. The biceps wouldn't be super huge because it's a female and also very thin female character. So we have to be careful about the volumes of the muscles. Here in the back we'll do this kind of thing. And maybe even we will just take out the elbow a little bit. And then I will do this and this. This, by the way, here is a kind of a hole, and you will see it in every person. It's here. When the hand is kind of a straight, you see this kind of a thing in here, indentation. And from there, you have this muscle, which is the brachioradialis, I think. And it goes here, and it goes, this is the brachialis muscle in this area, and we have also, yes, so the biceps, then the brachialis, then the triceps, the small head of the triceps, the big head of the triceps below, and it's very big, by the way, because the triceps itself is like 2/3 of the volume of the upper arm. So you have to be careful about that. But since our character is pretty much lean and also stylized, we will not do all those muscles at all. And also she has some kind of a jacket, and we will not do those muscles that much. But I'm just telling you because it's a course, and as much as I can tell you, the better, you know. Okay. And if you're watching this course, by the way, and if you've gone this far, it's fine. It's nice. And I congratulate you that you did it. So, for this part of we will not go there yet. Just a few more minutes. Let's make, again, this kind of a flat area here. Flat area on the top, flat area on the bottom, and flat area on this side. Here it's not exactly flat, but yeah. And here we will have this kind of a chicken drumstick, which is the thumb muscle. Alright, okay, stylization. So you see how I flattened this area, flattened also this kind of, and the bottom, and here also, and here. You see how the hand is. So this is flat, and if you look at from below, this is much wider, and this is like flattened this way, and this is flattened the other way. So it's some people are kind of let me show you. Yeah, I have to put my Epic pen. So let me show you. So they say it's like a chain. So the shoulder is coming here. This is this part of the chain. This is the other part of the chain. And this is the other part of the chain. So I will draw the chain now. You see how it goes. Okay. Something like this. So a chain. The shoulder goes like this. This goes like this. And the forearm goes like this. And this is kind of a chain reaction. We have to be aware of those things. And also, what I notice in beginners is, let me show you, they're making this part, the bottom part, and the top part the same. So they're making some kind of this. It's kind of not very visible, and it's not bugging too much the eyes, but they're not symmetrical. Like here, this is going first, it's bulging, and then in the inner part, this is bulging much later, and they're not symmetrical, which is correct. And here also we have something similar, in which this will be a little bit more up, starting from here. In female, of course, not of course, but in female it will be a bit more sharp. This area here will be a little bit more sharp, and this will go like this. It depends, by the way, which will be. It's a little bit, yeah. Now, by the way, you see, if my hand is like this, yes, this is flat all the way. But if I rotate my hand, this becomes flat and then rotates like this. So you see, so I made this flat here, but then the flatness goes down and then goes here. This is the same kind of a plane, almost. It's not exactly the same plane, but it's kind of. So the wrist is going upward, but here we have some muscles going this way, so they're intersecting a bit, and yeah, it's happening. Yeah, the hand, by the way, is the arm, is a complex shape, but let's continue, because we will not have time for like the fingers and everything. We should be able to do them. Maybe the shoulders are a bit too much, or the hands should be a bit, yes. And of course I will do this. I will go and shrink the whole body. How? I will go and move my pivot into the middle and around the neck, because I want to shrink, not to shrink, but to enlarge the body from the neck. And how to, there are three subtools: the hands, the torso, and the feet. How to move them together? We go and click this here. You see how there it's one line with a check in the in front, and then there are three lines. Now we can select multiple subtools. How? Control Shift drag will select those subtools, and now whatever we move is kind of has dance, and the other one is you see, and we will just increase the size of it a little bit more, and like this. Let's see if this will work. Probably it's a little bit better, although the legs maybe will be even thinner, and this will be even thinner. Yeah, she's very stylized, but now she's looking a bit more female-ish, although the feet are pretty big. I'm sorry, I do this because I have some, you know, skin that is here, and it's bugging me. It's normal. Yeah, by the way, I'm human. Sorry. Also, one eyebrow, almost one eyebrow. Yeah. By the way, I'm sometimes I'm picking those hairs in the middle, so yeah, it's not exactly super one eyebrow now, but naturally I'm with one eyebrow. Which I think is great, by the way, because it's pretty rare in my country. And when I go to Arabic countries, I was in Dubai, I was in Egypt twice, and they take me as their kind of a guy, which is very nice. I like it. Okay. All right. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's make the fingers, by the way. How to make the fingers? I'm not sure that our palm is ready yet, but it will never be perfect, so we might start. But first, let's see. So the fingers of the hand, if you look at the palm this way, you will notice that it's a little bit curvy. It's not flat here. So we have to be careful about that, because in the arm, there are like maybe 3 planes. One plane here, between the thumb and the index finger, then one plane little bit between the index finger and the middle finger, and then one plane for the other ones. So it's like this, this, and this. And we will make it. So, the first plane here, second plane here, and the third plane here. You see? 3 planes. And then, something very, very important. I have a video about how to make a hand from cube in my YouTube channel, and you probably should check it out if you are interested in making hands, and if you want to be a character artist, you have to be interested in making hands. The thing is that if you look my fingers from this perspective, from above, you see the fingers are starting from the knuckle and they are big. From this angle they are shorter. Let me show you. From above they look bigger because we have this kind of I don't know how it's called exactly, but it helps for swimming, like the ducks. Yeah, webbing or something. Yeah. So let's do this. We'll make this a bit like this. So we have this kind of how to say thing. Here it's more inward, and this is more outward, the bottom part. And next I want to make the knuckle, the other knuckle, the other knuckle, just to have their position set. Okay? And the other thing, also important, is when you look the hand from this way, you will probably notice, yeah, this, how it's curved again. It's curved. It's not straight here. Don't make it straight ever. There is not a straight line in the whole body, in the whole human body. So everything is a bit curved this way or that way. We have to be careful. Not even the dick is straight when it's up. It's a little bit curved also. So yeah, probably you will not be making dicks in your journey as a character artist, except if you want to make it for yourself. But yeah, I have my share of dicks. Whatever, yeah, it's not relevant. So, how to make the fingers? When we have the knuckles set, we know where our fingers will be, kind of. And we will go like B and get our curved tool brush. And curved tool brush, as you see, is almost my twin. This is my brush because of the eyebrows, but not about the mustaches, whatever. So we'll take it, make our brush small, so yeah, relatively small, and make this kind of a curved line here. This will be our first finger. Since it's female finger, it will be a bit thinner, okay, this is fine, and I will accept it. And now we will just put it into position. I want the fingers to be a little bit spread apart, because later when we are making this kind of a gesture, it will be good for them not to touch each other, because it will be difficult to select them. So we better make them a bit spread. And also, when we're making a character for animation, it's good for them to be a little spread, so the animators can rig them a bit easier. So don't make them like this combined. Make them spread like this. Yeah. In our case, I don't like to make them super spread. And also what I like to do, and the animators kind of hate me for that, yeah, they kind of curse me every day. If every curse that animators are putting at me comes true, I will be kind of dead a few times and sick from all kind of diseases, each of those diseases at least twice. It will be a lot of pain for me. But yeah, thankfully those curses are just words, so they don't come true. The idea is that I like to make my characters kind of even like this pose, but I like to make them look relaxed or not like no. I like the hand to be relaxed. And when the hand is relaxed, you see, the fingers are like this. So this finger is here, this finger is more inward, this one is more inward, and this more inward, and the thumb is going like down, but this is pointing at some direction. So that's what I'm trying to achieve most of the time. Invert the mask and continue working on the finger. The finger, how to make it? Let's make it a little bit more squarish, because since this is a stylized character, we'll make the finger, I will flatten it from this side. Yeah, flatten it from inward, flatten it from here, and flatten it from here and here. So this is one phalange and the other one, and from below I will also flatten it a bit, and here, and we will have some very flattened finger, which looks kind of nice. It's not bad, it's okay. We have to work a bit on the finger, because we will make all the other fingers except for the thumb from this finger. So as good as it looks, the better. We will not decimate or dynamesh it or whatever. Dynamesh. We will not dynamesh it. And of course, later we can always change each finger. So I'm not now copying this, but I will copy it to this side. Why am I not making the middle finger now? Because the middle finger is the biggest, and the ring finger that I'm making now is almost the size of the index finger. So I'm making them both, and then I will make the index finger the middle finger. Yes. So this is here, and then I will move this to the middle, and this finger will sit on top of. So if we're looking from the side view like this, the index finger is the most visible here. Everything is below. You see? The middle finger. The knuckle of the middle finger sits on top. And all of other fingers, the knuckles are below that. So let's make it like this, and I will move it a bit here. And let's see, yeah, it has to be more in this direction. And between the fingers, by the way, we need to make space, because fingers are never touched in their base. You see how there is a space. Here the space is a little bit smaller, but there's still space. Here the space is very big and flat, and you know, that's why we're making this, because it's kind of a normal. And since I'm showing you on my hand, you can look at your own hand too, and probably your own hand will be a little bit different, or a lot different if you're a different body type than me. I'm kind of a very tall guy, if you can say very tall. I'm not sure how much everybody considers very tall, but I am 1 meter and 94 centimeters, or 6.3 inches, 6 foot 3 inches, I'm not sure, something like this, or 13 inches, no, 6.3 or 6.4, something like this. Yeah, American standard is a little bit bugging me. This is my microphone, by the way, you see? Yeah, unprofessional, totally, but it's cool, yeah. Okay, now we take this finger, move it here with control, by the way. I'm moving them with control. When you move something that doesn't have subdivision levels, when you move it with control, you are creating copy of it in the same subtool. And now the fingers are in the same subtool. They are here, in the same subtool as the hand, as the arm. Now what I'll do is I'll make this shorter and smaller. And by the way, you see how this, when I'm increasing the size or shrinking or increasing the size, it's going like somewhere. When we turn on local symmetry here, you will notice that this will not happen anymore. It will stay in the same way. So this is very good. So the pinky finger is, as you see, is a little bit thinner than the other ones. So we have to make it a little bit thinner. Not too much though. If you make it too much, it will be too much. I used to make it too much back in the days when I was young, like 2 weeks ago. But now I kind of want to make it a bit normal. Alright. So let's move with the Move Topology brush. Index finger bigger. The other finger a little bit shorter. The pinky finger much shorter. It's kind of a lot shorter, but it's not that thinner. It's a little bit thinner, but very much shorter. So how to select again the fingers easily? I will show you. But be careful. Now I want to view only the fingers. So I do this. I hide the arms and I view only the fingers. Now I go here and auto group. When I auto group, each finger will have individual group. You see, this index finger here, her left is orange, this one is the other color and stuff. We want them to be the same color. I mean, orange here and orange here, blue here and blue here. We'll do mirror and weld. Okay, it's partially hidden. So I will show and mirror and weld. And now, you see, the fingers are kind of the same. So, this is good. Now we can select the fingers easily. How? We go to our pivot and control click. When you control click on some group, everything else will be masked. But I think I showed you that already. I'm not sure. So, we control click and we just take our pivot into the base and just shrink this or make it smaller, shorter, and more separate from the other fingers. And you see how when we made the fingers, she started to look a bit better, a bit more human, a bit nicer, basically. Yeah. And when we make the pose, by the way, at the end, she will look much better. Everything looks much better with the pose, with animation, with just this kind of a wooden pose. All characters are looking a bit dull. When we put them in pose, like this for example, holding a gun, everything, much better. This is bugging me here. Alright, again, 24 minutes. Yeah, I cannot kind of watch the time and think about the sculpt and everything, but we have almost everything now. The base is there. Next we will continue with the hands. We will combine the fingers and the hands, and we'll continue from there. We'll see you in the next video, of course.